Welcome to today's video. If you've ever found yourself in a conversation that felt awkward or struggled to keep a conversation going, this video is for you. Being a great conversationalist isn't just about talking. It's about connecting with people, sharing ideas, and making others feel valued. In this video, we'll dive into actionable tips and strategies that will help you become a better conversationalist, whether you're chatting with friends, meeting new people, or networking professionally. So let's get started. 1. The power of listening. One of the most underrated skills in conversation is listening. You've probably heard the phrase, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This couldn't be more true. Good listening is the foundation of any great conversation. Listening isn't just about hearing the words someone is saying, it's about understanding their meaning, emotions, and the context behind their words. When you listen actively, you show the other person that you genuinely care about what they have to say. This creates a strong connection and encourages them to open up more. To improve your listening skills, maintain eye contact. This shows that you're focused and engaged. Nod and give verbal cues. Small gestures like nodding, saying "I see," or "interesting." Let the speaker know you're following along. Avoid interrupting. Let the other person finish their thoughts before you jump in. This not only shows respect, but also allows you to fully understand their point. Ask clarifying questions. If something isn't clear, don't hesitate to ask for more details. This shows that you're truly interested and paying attention. 2. The art of asking questions. A great conversationalist knows how to ask the right questions. Questions are a powerful tool because they encourage dialogue and show that you're curious about the other person's thoughts and experiences. There are 2 main types of questions: open-ended and closed-ended. Closed-ended questions can be answered with a simple yes or no, which can sometimes stifle the conversation. On the other hand, open-ended questions require more elaborate responses and can lead to deeper discussions. For example, instead of asking, "Did you like the movie?" you could ask, "What did you think about the movie?" Or, "How did the movie impact you?" These types of questions encourage the other person to share more of their thoughts and feelings, leading to a more engaging conversation. Another great tip is to ask follow-up questions. If someone tells you about a recent trip they took, don't just stop at "How was the trip?" Dive deeper by asking, "What was the highlight of your trip?" Or, "How did the experience change your perspective on that place?" Follow-up questions show that you're genuinely interested and can keep the conversation flowing naturally. 3. Share, but don't overshare. While it's important to ask questions and listen, a conversation is a two-way street. Sharing your thoughts, experiences, and opinions is just as crucial to keeping the dialogue balanced and engaging. However, there's a fine line between sharing and oversharing. When you share something about yourself, make sure it's relevant to the conversation. Your goal should be to add value, not to shift the focus entirely onto yourself. If the other person is talking about a challenging project at work, you might share a similar experience and how you handled it. This not only shows empathy, but also helps build a connection through shared experiences. However, be mindful of dominating the conversation. If you notice that you're doing most of the talking, it might be time to turn the focus back to the other person by asking a question or inviting them to share their thoughts. 4. Be mindful of your body language. Communication isn't just about words. Your body language plays a huge role in how your message is received. Being aware of your nonverbal cues can make a big difference in how you're perceived as a conversationalist. Here are a few body language tips. Maintain open body language. Keep your arms uncrossed, face the person you're talking to, and lean slightly forward to show interest. Use gestures. Natural hand gestures can emphasize your points and make you appear more confident and engaged. Smile. A genuine smile can make you seem more approachable and friendly, which encourages others to open up. Mirror the other person's body language. Subtly mimicking the other person's gestures or posture can create a sense of rapport and make them feel more comfortable. Remember, body language can sometimes speak louder than words, so be mindful of the signals you're sending. 5. Practice empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's a crucial element of being a good conversationalist because it allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. When someone shares something personal or emotional with you, try to put yourself in their shoes. Imagine how they might be feeling and respond in a way that acknowledges their emotions. Phrases like, "That sounds really tough," or "I can see why you'd feel that way," can go a long way in showing empathy. Empathy also involves being patient and non-judgmental. If someone expresses an opinion or feeling that you don't agree with, try to understand where they're coming from, instead of immediately countering with your own opinion. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything, but being open and understanding can lead to more meaningful conversations. 6. Stay present. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get distracted during conversations. Whether it's checking your phone or thinking about your to-do list, distractions can make the other person feel like they don't have your full attention. To be a better conversationalist, make a conscious effort to stay present in the moment. Put away your phone, avoid looking around the room, and focus on the person in front of you. Being fully engaged not only improves the quality of the conversation, but also shows respect for the other person's time and thoughts. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring your focus back to the conversation by repeating what the other person said in your mind or asking a follow-up question. Staying present takes practice, but it's a key component of effective communication. 7. Be positive and encouraging. People are naturally drawn to positivity. If you want to be a better conversationalist, try to bring a positive attitude into your interactions. This doesn't mean you have to be overly cheerful or avoid serious topics, but focusing on positive aspects can make the conversation more enjoyable for both parties. For example, if someone shares a challenge they're facing, you can acknowledge the difficulty while also offering words of encouragement or highlighting a potential silver lining. Positive energy is contagious and can help create a more uplifting and engaging conversation. Also, be generous with compliments when they're genuine. Compliments can make people feel good about themselves and foster a positive connection. Just make sure your compliments are sincere and specific, as generic or overly flattering comments can come across as insincere. 8. Know when to listen and when to speak. Great conversationalists have a good sense of timing. They know when to listen, when to speak, and when to let a silence linger. This balance is key to keeping the conversation flowing naturally. There's no need to fill every pause with words. Sometimes a brief silence can give the other person time to think or can emphasize what's been said. Don't be afraid of a little quiet. It can be a powerful part of a conversation. When it's your turn to speak, be mindful of not only what you say, but how much you say. If you're telling a story or explaining something, keep it concise and to the point. If you sense the other person is eager to contribute, make space for them to do so. 9. Handle difficult conversations with grace. Not all conversations are easy. Sometimes you might find yourself in a discussion that's tense or confrontational. In these situations, it's important to stay calm and composed. First, focus on keeping the conversation respectful. Avoid raising your voice or using accusatory language. Instead, use I statements to express your feelings without blaming the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You never listened to me," you could say, "I feel unheard when I don't get a chance to share my thoughts." Second, try to find common ground. Even in a disagreement, there's often something both parties can agree on. Highlighting these points of agreement can help de-escalate the situation and lead to a more productive conversation. Finally, be willing to agree to disagree. Not every conversation will end in consensus, and that's okay. What's important is that both parties feel heard and respected. 10. Continuously improve your skills. Like any skill, becoming a better conversationalist takes practice. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate improvements. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn and grow. Pay attention to how others react to your conversation style. If you notice people are more engaged or open with you, take note of what you did differently. Conversely, if you feel a conversation didn't go well, reflect on what might have caused it and how you can improve next time. You can also practice your skills in low-pressure environments, like with friends or family, before applying them in more formal settings. Over time, these small adjustments will add up, and you'll find yourself becoming more confident and effective in your conversations. And that's a wrap on today's video. We've covered a lot of ground on how to be a better conversationalist, from active listening and asking great questions to practicing empathy and handling difficult conversations. Remember, being a great conversationalist isn't about being perfect. It's about being genuine, curious, and respectful in your interactions with others. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have any other tips for improving conversations, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those conversations flowing.